1 Corinthians 14:2-14:28. 2 For anyone who speaks in a tongue does not speak to people but to God. Indeed, no one understands them, they utter mysteries by the Spirit. 3 But the one who prophesies speaks to people for their strengthening, encouraging and comfort. For anyone who speaks in a tongue edifies themselves, but the one who prophesies edifies the church. 5 I would like every one of you to speak in tongues, but I would rather have you prophesy. The one who prophesies is greater than the one who speaks in tongues, unless someone interprets, so that the church may be edified. Puel is saying here in verse 5 that someone that's speaking in tongues must have an interrupter, so many churches today allow people to just speaking in vibrations with no meaning to them, giving no gratification to the people. Let's read on. 6 Now, brothers and sisters, if I come to you and speak in tongues, what good will I be to you, unless I bring you some revelation or knowledge or prophecy or word of instruction? Paul clarifies that if he would speak in tongues or a relative foreign language, it would have to be understood by the people. Any church or organization must not optional have a person that can understand the language being spoken about a person, and the language has to be a real one, not some made-up gibberish. Peter's sermon at Pentecost, Acts 2 verses 14-36. 12 All were astounded and greatly confused, saying to one another, What does this mean? 13 But others jeered at the speakers, saying, They are drunk on new wine. 14 But Peter stood up with the 11, raised his voice, and addressed them, You men of Judea and all you who live in Jerusalem, know this and listen carefully to what I say. 15 In spite of what you think, these men are not drunk, for it is only 9 o'clock in the morning. When Peter and the people were speaking in a different language, the people speaking in the different languages could understand what was being said according to the respected geographical areas. Tongues is an activity or practice in which people utter words or speech-like sounds, often thought by believers to be languages unknown to the speaker. One definition used by linguists is the fluid vocalizing of speech-like syllables that lack any readily comprehended meaning. Here are a few examples. These clips were captured from The Truth in Genesis on YouTube.
In the name of Jesus, you be made whole by the power of God.
This is real. That's it. That's it.
The compilations we see nothing but gibberish. 1 Corinthians 14 verse 21 In the law it is written, With other tongues and through the lips of foreigners I will speak to this people, but even then they will not listen to me, says the Yehovah. Until next post, Shalom my friends.